Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Rabia. I am in my kitchen. I am going to be cooking mole, which is a traditional Mexican sauce. It's kind of like a curry. Mole could be served in a variety of different ways. However, today I'm going to be making chicken in a mole sauce with Mexican rice on the side, and I've made this quite a amount of times in the past. I've made mole from scratch, literally grinding down seeds, as well as mole from a can. The best mole I've done so far was making mole from scratch. Today I'm gonna make a little twist out of it. I'm gonna be incorporating a can as well as making it my own touch. So I'm gonna be adding peppers to make it spicy, maybe some chocolate to make it sweet. What else am I gonna do? I'm not quite sure. I'm just gonna kind of go with the flow, taste it as I go, and I hope you guys join with me on making this. I will be filming myself eating at the very end. I got a lot ahead of me. I gotta make some Mexican rice. I got to boil some chicken, make the sauce. We got a lot to prep. Thank you guys so much for coming back. I am going to start off by putting my apron because it might be a little messy, especially if I'm planning on blending up some chili peppers and tomatoes. My dad actually gifted me this apron from his work, so I'm gonna have to figure out a way to cover the establishment that he works in. I am back. I ended up kind of makeshifting something. I'm pretty creative. I thought about this under a minute. It's literally a bandana, and I have one of those stitchy guns. Stitch, 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 stitch. It took me a minute to think about how I wanted to do it because I didn't want to mess up the apron, but figured it out. I'm also going to be roasting about 3 peppers. They're different peppers. I'm going to be using Doña Maria mole sauce. However, this thing is never spicy, so I'm going to be adding this into the sauce so that we can have a little bit of heat in there. And I'm adding drumsticks with the skin on and the bones so that the broth can be a little bit more flavorful. And I added enough water just to cover the chicken. All right, I would say that my peppers are pretty roasted. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the heat and just let it cool off for now. I'm going to be adding half an onion just for flavor, some cilantro and parsley, 1 celery stick, and garlic. You wanna let this come to a boil, and then once it comes to a boil, we're gonna lower it and cook it for about 35 to 40 minutes on low. All right, now I'm gonna blend up a few ingredients for my rice, starting off with 1/4 of an onion, 2 garlics, half a serrano pepper, and then 2 cut up Roma tomatoes. I'm gonna add 2 packets of Sazon Goya. Now I'm gonna add some chicken tomato bouillon. Oh dang. I'm gonna add a little bit of chicken stock. And then also add salt and pepper to your tasting. We're gonna actually strain it. I don't want any clumps in my rice. All right, now I have some oil on a pan on medium heat, and I'm gonna add rice. And you're gonna keep stirring until it's brown. We have about 1.5 cups rice, so we're gonna need 3 cups of liquid. And I'm just gonna roughly add in chicken broth until it hits 3 cups. Why is this going so slow? Okay, I'm gonna add a pepper in there, and then I'm going to add my sauce. Okay, it doesn't take long for it to come to a boil. We're gonna cover it up, put it on low. In about 25 minutes, this will be done. Now we're going to begin the mole sauce. We're gonna take the peppers that we toasted, 1 tomato, and you just want enough water to cover it so it could boil, garlic, and an onion. Oh my God, this is heavy. We are going to take this to the burner, put it on high heat. We're gonna wait for this to boil. Once it comes to a boil, we're gonna lower it down again and let it cook for about 8 minutes. This is just so that the tomato soften, the onion soften, the pepper soften, everything softens so that we could blend it later. We got a lot of stuff going on here. The rice is looking delicious. I ended up adding another packet of the Sazon. I like my rice really red and flavorful. And the chicken is still doing its thing. We're gonna have mole soon. The next steps are to wait for the chicken to cook, finish up the mole sauce, combine the chicken and the mole, and dinner should be ready. Okay, this mixture is done boiling, so I'm gonna strain it right now and we're gonna blend it up. Peppers are going in. Tomatoes, and all of the garlic. And to the blender, I toasted up a tortilla. I think it helps thicken up the sauce. This thing is messy, but I opened up this Doña Maria sauce, mole sauce. We're gonna add the whole jar. And we're gonna keep mixing this until the paste breaks down. Starting to become more of a paste. So what I'm gonna do now is add another cup of chicken broth. Give it a little mix. Now I'm gonna take this tomato mixture that we made, add it in here as well. And I'm gonna get every little bit out of here by mixing in a little bit more chicken broth. I have Abuelita, which is a Mexican chocolate. I'm gonna add 1 tab, as well as 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon and 1/4 teaspoon of anise. We're just gonna add it in here. Now I do like my mole a little thick, so I don't know if I'm gonna add any more chicken broth. It's nice and creamy now. I did end up adding another chocolate tablet just because I like it a little bit more sweet. So I'm gonna let this simmer for about 5 minutes. So my rice is cooked. I did add some peas while it was rusting for 10 minutes. And now I'm just gonna fluff it up. I'm curious to see if it's spicy because it's my first time adding serrano pepper, so let's give it a try. I think I'm gonna add serrano from now on. Very flavorful. My rice is all done and finished. My chicken has about 5 more minutes. I'm gonna let the chicken really sit and absorb in the mole sauce. I am gonna go on a run and I don't wanna feel bloated or sick when I'm running, so I'm just gonna take a few bites. Aww, thank you. Is this for me cooking for you? I love you. Whoa, this is a big rose. Look how big the stem is. I didn't know they were that tall. You're so sweet. Thanks, love. But let's dig in. So let's try the rice. I've already tried the rice, but. Very, very good. I'm kind of happy that I didn't put more chicken broth. I like the thickness of it. If you like it thinner, just add more chicken broth. I outdone myself again, guys. I honestly think this is the best mole I've made. I like using the pre-made jars because honestly, making it from scratch is very difficult. And oddly, I'm not gonna lie guys, those toasted sesame seeds make a huge difference. It adds like a zing to it. That's my phone telling me to work out. As I'm eating. All right. I think that's my last bite. I'm gonna put my rose in a vase filled with water and then I'm gonna go run, guys. Wish me luck. But this I'm gonna save for later after I run. I'm just gonna put it in a little Tupperware. Please leave in the comments down below if you guys think that you'll plan to make this in the future or if you guys have. I know there's different types of mole. I actually one time have gone to this restaurant that had a pistachio mole. It was a light cream green color. It was so delicious. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys haven't already, please give this video a big old thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel and leave a comment down below. Anything else, any suggestions, ideas you guys have for me in the future. But until next time, bye guys.